Hi, and welcome to the next lesson. My name is Alex, and I'm here to help you practice phrasal verbs. Your last lesson we learned was fill out. Today, we are going to learn the phrasal verb fill in. Fill in has three definitions, so let's begin. All right, so if I'm going to say fill in English, fill in basically means the first definition is to write your name or information on a specific line in a document. It doesn't mean the whole document like fill out, but it means like one specific line in a document. So that's your definition here. Please fill in your name, right? The second definition of fill in is to substitute for someone or something, like to replace or in place of someone or something else is a substitute. So a substitute teacher might fill in for another teacher, right? Or the third definition of fill in is to tell someone about information you may have missed or missing information that's incomplete, that you don't have but you need the information. So let's look at that as well. All right, so I'm going to show you some pictures and you tell me which definition is it. Is it 1, 2, or 3, right? So let's read the definitions again. The three definitions of fill in are to write your name or information on a specific line or in a document, to substitute for someone or something, and to tell someone about missing information or information you may have missed. Okay? Let's practice. All right. Which definition is in this picture? Can you guess? What do you think? Was it 1, 2, or 3 above? Well, it was this one. To substitute for someone or something else, right? So that's what that definition is. And let's go back and review. That was number 2, right? To substitute for someone or something else. Like you can see the image is, replacing someone else. All right. Which definition is in this picture? What do you think? The answer? To write your name or information on a specific line. So it's just the one line that you have to put information in, which is definition number 1. Right? How are you doing? Did you get 2 out of 3 so far? Did you miss it? It's okay. This is for practice. But that's what that means, to write your name on a specific line. Okay? Last one here. Which definition is in this picture? Or a guess. This is the best picture I could find for this situation. But there's 2 people. One person is explaining something to the other person. So it's this definition, to provide missing information, right? Maybe the person in the back is like, yeah, I wasn't there, and the person pointing at the computer is saying, hey, here's what we discussed in the meeting. Something like that for fill in. Okay? Now let's practice speaking with fill in. Okay? Let's say it one more time though. Say it with me. Fill in. Past tense, filled in or filled in. We might say it really fast, like filled in. Fill in, filled in. Good practice. All right, let's practice some more in conversation. Okay, listen to the conversation, and then after that, we'll practice A, B, A, B. Okay? So, I'm feeling quite sick today. Can you fill in for me? Sure, I'd be happy to. Maybe you can cover my shift in a few weeks. Okay? That's the conversation. Now let's practice. I am A, you are B. Ready? I'm feeling quite sick today. Can you fill in for me? Good. Okay, now you are A, I am B. Ready? Go. Sure, I'd be happy to. Maybe you can cover my shift in a few weeks. Good practice. Okay, again, as a reminder, you can always pause the video and rewind and listen again and again to practice your conversational English. Okay? Let's practice another conversation. Just fill in your name here and the line on the next page. So if I sign, this means I will get the insurance coverage. Okay, so maybe you have to fill out multiple documents, This is very common. We say this with like houses, when you're signing for a mortgage to buy a house or get new insurance or a lot of paperwork, we will use these expressions. Okay, so I am A, you are B. Ready? Just fill in your name here and the line on the next page. Good. Okay, now you are A, I am B. Ready? Go. So if I sign, this means I will get the insurance coverage. Good practice, right? Let's do another conversation. I missed the meeting on Monday. Can you fill me in on what happened? Sure, I'll email you my notes. Right? So maybe two people are meeting and they have this conversation together. Okay, let's practice this together. I am A, you are B. Ready? I missed the meeting on Monday. Can you fill me in on what happened? Good. You are A, I am B. Ready? Go. Sure, I'll email you my notes. Good practice. All right, let's say this again. Fill in, filled in. I have some more sentences for us to practice. Are you ready to listen and say? Here we go. She filled in for me while I was out sick. Okay, one more time. I will say the sentence. You listen and say. She filled in for me while I was out sick. Okay, next sentence. I filled in my name on the sign-up form. Good practice. Okay, one more time. I filled in my name on the sign-up form. Good practice. All right, let's do another sentence. The backup goalie filled in because the main goalie injured his leg. Okay, let's say this in two parts. Ready? The backup goalie filled in because the main goalie injured his leg. Okay, let's say that whole sentence together two times. Ready? The backup goalie filled in because the main goalie injured his leg. Okay, one more time. The backup goalie filled in because the main goalie injured his leg. Great practice. So that's fill in the past tense and present tense. And if you use future tense, it's a regular verb, so you don't have to change the form. We'll just say will fill in. You know, will John fill in for me next week when I'm out sick, right? Will Maria fill in for me so I can, go to my doctor's appointment, right? So you might hear that in work and life. Can you fill in for me? That's a very common question, and you might hear the future tense will. Will you fill in for me, even as a question or request? You might get that. Will you please fill in for me, right? Or will you please fill in this information? And sometimes we'll use will as a request with fill in. Okay. Oh, we have one more sentence. Let's practice this one together. My coworker filled me in on what happened last Friday. Okay, let's do that one more time. My coworker filled me in on what happened last Friday. Great practice. All right, so what do we not say with fill in? Right? What not to say? Well, you don't say I filled in my cup. That would be up. You want to say I filled up my cup, not in. She fills in the car. No, we say up. Fill up the car. And like I said in my last video, I have a video on how to fill up your car with gas in the United States. I'll have a link here. You can watch that in the description as well. And then filling in my name. No, incorrect. You don't want to add ing to this in this way. You want to say, I filled out my name, or I need to fill out my name in that way. Or you can say, I need fill in my name in the document. I mean, if it's one line, you can say, I fill in my name, but you don't want to say filling in my name. I mean, you have to have the be verb. So you say, I am filling in my name, like right now. That's how I would say that. But anyway, just don't say filling in my name in this situation. Just say, I filled in my name. Use past tense more frequently in this expression. And then he is filling in the sink. No. Filling up. I'm filling up the sink with water. Fill up. So remember, up and out and in are all different with fill. They have different meanings for your phrasal verbs, which leads me to your next lesson, which will be fill up. Okay? So far you have learned fill out, fill in, and now you're going to learn in depth fill up in my next lesson. If this video lesson helped you, please subscribe, give me a like. You can click the links in the description to get my Phrase It cards to help you improve your English, as well as more of my English language resources. See you in the next lesson.